Hi, good afternoon. This is Dr. Deborah Roebuck, the Menopause Whisperer. Well, you probably say you haven't seen me in a while, but I am so happy to be here today. We're getting ready to have a new virtual event. Now, you said, Deborah, we had the boot camps, retreats. We had a boot camp back in January, had another boot camp back in March. Well, now it's May. And the name of this new event is April Showers Bring May Flowers. How does your garden grow? Now you're saying that, what does this have to do with menopause? Everything. We're getting ready to go into the second quarter of 2021, and I want you to know that many women have spoke to me about the issues of menopause that very few people even begin to talk about. It's so deep that women are not addressing these issues with their healthcare provider. Now, I'm going to tell you today, I wanted to give you somewhat of an overview what this event is about because it's on May the 8th, a day before Mother's Day. And first of all, we're just so happy that May 2021 is not like May 2020 was last year. I know many people say, I didn't get to see my mom up close face to face. Now, the people are sharing with us the fact that, I've gotten my vaccine. We're feeling more at ease getting out. But I wanted to offer, going through the change, wanted to offer the team an opportunity to do a virtual event a day before Mother's Day. Mother's Day is the Sunday, so we're looking at that Saturday from 10 to 2. Now, you probably say, what kind of event are you going to have around menopause that is also around Mother's Day? Now, let me give you an example. Let's talk a little history. I'm just going to talk to you about this. Do you remember when you got your period? Or really, do you remember the time when people would say, girl, you're going to get your period? Your mom would say, let's sit down and have this talk, and this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and this is going to happen. And when it happened, you had other people to talk to you about it, your friends, your mother, your auntie, lady next door. You had people. But who is talking about menopause? And let me tell you, I wanted to really talk about one specific topic of menopause when it comes to vaginal and urinary challenges of menopause. Now, back in the day, they used to call it vaginal atrophy. Now, I don't want to hear that. That just sounds so negative, and really, it doesn't really address the topic. Well, we're going to talk about that. Now, sometimes people will say, you know what, Deborah? That's for the old women. That's for people who, they hadn't seen their period. They haven't even thought about it in years. But let me share this piece of advice, why this virtual event is going to be so important. It's going to set up a opportunity for moms, daughters, aunties, cousins, best friends, play moms, to talk about this issue of genital and urinary challenges of menopause. Now, some of these signs and symptoms, let me let you know. Some of the signs and symptoms that we're going to be talking about are things that happen even after childbirth, especially when moms are breastfeeding. Some can happen with women who are having issues with fibroids. And the doctors don't address this issue, even when you're doing some fertility. If someone is underneath cancer treatment, I myself am a breast cancer survivor and didn't realize that tamoxifen is with the decreasing of estrogen was causing other issues, and also postmenopausal women. Now you're probably saying, okay, Deborah, you're talking about this, but I want to tell you what's going to be really different about this event. This event is going to be so that not only are you going to gain information, and I'm real on about gaining information, getting clarity. What does it mean? What's the medical community is saying? Now, I am not a physician. I have my doctorate in nursing. I have been in maternal, child, and women's health for over 40 years. But what I will do is educate you and equip you with information, worksheets, outline, strategic plan on how to look at ways of managing this with your healthcare provider. Now, a lot of times people say, well, Deborah, wait a minute. The first thing they talk about is taking pills or what have you. Yes, there's different forms of treatment, and we will share and discuss that so that you are equipped. But also, there are lifestyle issues. Now, I'm going to give you one quickie. People talking about, let me give you one. When we were traveling on the plane, I had not thought about using the ladies' room. Now, back in the days when I was a labor and delivery room nurse, I hold myself for 10 hours and think nothing about it. I'm on the plane. I told the stewardess I had to get up. I ran to the back of the plane, got in the bathroom, and was so busy moving quickly, I forgot. Okay, this is embarrassing. That's why we're going to talk about these things. I'm going to put my business out there. I forgot to lift the lid. And girl, did we have an accident? All over the floor. I had to put my arm outside the door, pull on the stewardess, coat jacket and say, listen, I need trash bags, I need paper towels, and I need everything. Ever since that time, I realized that I had to really now think about how do I manage my holding of my urine. And that we can have accidents. You say, uh-oh, I had an accident. Something as simple as, do I carry extra pads, underwear, towelettes in my pocketbook? Because sometimes you can cough and have an accident. We're going to talk about all those types of things. But also, we're going to talk about these things because a lot of times people are doing this by themselves. They don't have partnerships. So the ticket that is going to be available is one ticket, but it's for you and a guest. You hear what I'm saying? You and a guest. And that's for you to choose. And you and that person will have availability to the workbook, which is going to be fabulous. A lot of people, when I do my various educational opportunities, the boot camps, the retreats, people say these workbooks are extensive and very user friendly, even to the point that you can take those workbooks with you to your doctor's appointment and say, look, this is how I've been tracking this and this and this and this. Because the more information you have for your healthcare provider, the better they're able to support you, give you the treatment modality, and work with you. Also, I really believe, I do, in having some type of affirmations and positive ways of mindset. Menopause is more than just the physical body, but it's your mind and spirit. And we'll be talking about that. By the time you leave out of this day event, you will have a strategic plan. And the person who came with you will too, and you two could be accountability partners. So we're going to talk about what that means, being a accountability partner. I have accountability partners, and I thought, okay, you have one accountability partners, but my niece, who's a millennial, and let me tell you, listen to those millennials because they have ideas, concepts on how to approach issues. She says, Auntie, she has several accountability partners and circle of friends to help her in different areas of her life. And I do have my accountability partner for my nutritional, for business. I just have various people that hold me accountable because then I'm more apt to what? Embrace my new habit and stick to it. Now you say, okay, now we're going to have this one day event. I mean, this is Mother's Day. What kind of things are you going to be doing that represents mothers? Well, now some of you know back in the day when you used to go to church on Sunday on Mother's Day, you had the best hat, you had your flowers and all of that. Well, the dress code is come dressed up with your best hat, and we're having a hat contest. I remember different events I went to. Girl, the people come in with their sharp hats on. And with that, you will be getting prizes. We're going to look at the mother who has the most children, the auntie, and I'm an auntie, who has the most nieces, the oldest mother, the youngest mother. All of these, it's going to make it a fun event. Now you're probably saying, okay, Deborah, we're looking forward to this event. When is it? May the 8th. What time? From 10 to 2. Now, I put together what they call the swag bag for those individuals who register by tomorrow midnight. Tomorrow midnight. Let me show you. Hold on. Okay. If you register by tomorrow midnight, I will send out to you a special bundle, a physical bundle to your house that will help you during the event. Now, one of the things I'm going to send to you is a journal. This is a very nice journal. I have all different kinds of journals. And this one says, Kindness Starts with Me Journal. So there's a variety of journals. Everybody's going to get a journal. Now, why? Because a lot of times, if you don't write things down, they go right out your mind. But this way, throughout the day, you'll be able to write down and start putting together ideas, concepts, strategies, plans for yourself. Now you say, okay, I'm going to have my journal. What am I going to write with? Bam. This pen is fabulous. You see this? This is a crown. Very special pen. Now, you probably say, Deborah, what's so great about a pen? Let me tell you something. The way you carry yourself is the way you see yourself. This has a crown. And why? Because you are queens. So we got the journal. We got the pen. That's a special pen. And also, for those of you who do talk about hot flashes, I'm also going to include a special fan. That's if you register by tomorrow midnight. Well, you're probably thinking, okay, Deborah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this opportunity. Oh, I even know somebody I'm going to invite. I would say, just don't invite one person. You might invite all the women in your families because some of us actually need to, in our families, hold the women in our families accountable when it comes to health. Think about it. This past year, you did so when it came to the COVID 19. Y'all set up Zoom meetings, you set up telephone call, you did all of those things to support each other during that period of time. Let's not stop that. Let's continue on to be supportive to one another. So think about asking friends, asking people who we care about whether or not they will come with you to this virtual event. So, what I will do, I will place the link to this event right down in the comment box. So, all you have to do is click on it. Now, as part of this today, we were supposed to be able to see if we have some questions. Yes. Okay. We have some comments here that says, "Hi, Deborah." This is from Rose Kenny. She made sure that I said, "Yeah, you might have April showers, but you have May flowers. You will bloom, you will succeed, and then you'll move forward on to blossom." And that's what I want for you. Now, I'm going to see if there are any additional comments or questions. Just let me know. I'll give you a few minutes. And I think one of the things I just will do right now, I just want to highlight a couple of these signs and symptoms. Okay. Sometimes people separate the fact of vaginal signs and symptoms with urinary signs and symptoms. And I want you to know that there are estrogen receptors, be it from the genital area, the pelvic floor, various part of our genitalia, to the urinary system. Not realizing that there are estrogen receptors in our urinary system. So that's why you had the problems with urine leakage, incontinence.
Sherry cell phone.
Also, women may talk about the fact that discomfort, pain with sexual activity, irritation, even more urinary tract infections, and what have you. We're going to talk about all those different topics to, let me say, bloom. You don't have to suffer alone. And I'm going to tell you something. If you share this information with your healthcare provider, they can be able to work with you. Okay? Well, it's been really great having this opportunity to give you a little bit information about this upcoming event. I'm going to do so next Thursday and even the Thursday before then to move us forward and to get us ready for what? The Mother's Day and Daughters virtual event. April showers bring May flowers. How does your garden grow? Have a great day on purpose, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the event. Bye bye.